All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dehydrate the celery. I never have celery on hand, and I don't like to eat celery by itself, so I got 6 of these for $1.87, I believe, each at Walmart. So I figured I'm going to dehydrate some, so here we are. We're going to dehydrate it. I'm going to cut them all up, and then I'm going to wash them and put them in the dehydrator. So I got this big container of celery. So, and it's to the tippy top. Can't push them down hardly. But I'm rinsing them, and then I'm going to go layer them in the pan. But I cut them up in like, let me see, about ½ inch, quarter inch, little cubes, you know, just sliced them. And the ones that were bigger, I just cut in half, you know. So I'm excited. I am excited. And I also saved the leaves, so I'm going to do those as well. Figured, why not? Blanching them for about a minute. And then I'm going to dip them in cold water. This way they won't turn brown. Now I'm putting them in ice water. Got them in ice water now. So I'm going to let them in there for about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to put them on the trays. Put them in another container so they'll drain for a bit while I get the rest done. But here we go. They're such a pretty color. So bright and vibrant. And now I'm just laying on the tray. The tender ones seem to be a little bit more yellowy, but that's okay. So I'm going to put it on 135 for about 8 hours, and we'll see where we go with that. Looking good. Okay, so I have them in there. So what I'm going to do is, because I had it warming, so I'm going to put it in at 135, and I have it for 8 hours. So we're going to start it. So they're all in there, and then I'm going to have to do some in the oven because I still have. Excuse the pots and pans. Okay, so I have this little bit left over, and I also have the leaves left over to still do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on these plastic trays and then put them on my cookie sheets in the oven. So I've turned on dehydrate, and I'm set it at 135, and it says dehydrate, so we are ready to go. I'm sure I pressed start already. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yep, so I'm going to load these up. I'm going to get that warmed up in there, and then we will come back and show you that I have them in there. So I have 2 shelves, 2 cookie pans, cookie sheets of these, and then I have 1 of the leaves. Now, yesterday, when I took the celery out, this fell out apparently, and it was on the stove. So it dried overnight. And this one was in the water. Let me put it over here so you can see it. This one was in the water, and it turned an icky looking color. And this one, the same. So I think I'm not going to put my leaves in the water because I do like the way that looks. So I'm not blanching these at all because I like the look of that over that. So I'm going to put these in the oven and get them going. So I have them in there. So we're going to get them started. The celery is drying, but it's still a little damp. This is the one from the oven. Some pieces are, but they're still pliable. So it's not ready yet. So it's been 8 hours, so it definitely is going to need more than 8 hours. So I'm going to put them in for another 6 or 7. But the leaves look like they're done. They don't feel dry. I mean, they feel dry. And they're crispy. So I would say that they're done. The green ones are pretty. These ones are from the inner yellow leaves. But yeah, those ones feel dry. And then the ones in the food dehydrator, I just turned the shelves around and they're still soft too. Yeah, so that they're gonna need another 6 to 8 hours. Smaller pieces they're still soft too. So yep, a little bit more time on those guys. Yep. And I don't know if blanching really made them any different, because they're still, some of them are still brown. So, I don't know. Alright, so we'll stick the timer on. Let's see. 1:35, yep. And then we're gonna go up to 8 hours. I know it said only 2 hours, but it meant... Oh no, I'm gonna go down half hour. Oh, up half hour. All right, there we go. All right, and then I'm gonna put these ones back in the oven. All right, I just took these out, and they are like super hard. They're not pliable at all. So I know that they're done. And the ones up here are done as well. These ones were done in the oven. Yeah, they're super hard. And of course, those are those. Then these are the ones inside the food dehydrator. Yep, they're all done too. And they are hard. They are like stone hard. And before they were like bendable, so I knew I could bend those. But, they are hard. So they're all done. So I'm going to package them up, and we'll see how much we have. Well, I have about a pint of the leaves, and they're pushed down a little bit. But what I'm really surprised is this. This is a mayonnaise jar, and I've only got almost 3/4 of the jar. And this is 5 packages of celery. I was like, wow, I thought I would have like 2 quarts or something. But yeah, I just know that a little bit will go a long way. Like, if I were to make some soup, I'd probably think that would be enough. I don't know, that's probably a tablespoon or 2. That's probably a tablespoon. Maybe with these. Yeah, that's probably a tablespoon. Wow, that's just crazy, isn't it? Anyway, so there they are. End result.